had to make from the cast a clay replica. This is just the front of the clay. And you have to imagine that I made one clay sculpture of it. I made it out of clay. And then I used plaster to divide the ball with these lines. I should just put a clay piece that I have straightened it with a knife and some tools like this. Imagine this.
That's why you are a good cook.
And I push it down, and then I clear the edges like that. I get clean. So then you have the profile of the nose, but you put it all around the desk to two sides, and then you make one piece of plaster. Then you remove this, you just paint the plaster with clay, and then you put the other piece of plaster. You create more, you leave it to dry, and then you do the back side, and this is the back side. Okay, now when you have a mold, you take these two pieces, you get together with an iron or a screw like this, push it here, and then inside we can start pushing some clay, considering the shape of the face. The ancients used to do this for edicines for the tombs, but they didn't use plaster. They just use on cooked clay. They make the mortar, they cook it. On the cooked clay, they just push another piece of clay, and they make the negative, and then they cook that. Of course, it was becoming smaller each time they did that, but they still have a mold, and inside this ceramic mold, they make many copies. And of course, like and that's what in October.
Ο στόχος μου είναι να ετοιμάσω κάτι που να κάνω, που να μπορώ να κάνω κι άλλα.
Ναι,
Ωραία.
είναι η αναπαραγωγή. Και μετά πάνω στο πύλινο βάζουμε πίκτες σπηλού. Χωρίζουμε εδώ, περισέπου, μια δαμέα που μια δαμέα. Και κάνουμε με το γύψο, ρίχνοντας φρέσκο γύψο, ρίχνουμε μεταλλούνι. How to make a mold, it's you use plaster. To make plaster, you just put water and you take the plaster and you put it in and you make it around so it becomes like a yogurt-y thing.
Okay.
And then this yogurt-y thing with the plaster, you throw it on the clay. The clay, wait a minute, the clay is here, it's here, it's wet. You do your sculpture in clay.
Όσο κάνω πέρσι. Και στέγνωσαν ήδη.
Oh, you don't leave it to dry, it's wet. So
And
when you
splash plaster. Πετάσεις το γύψο πάνω.
then you shape
Then
it.
you make this.
You shape it to be very well
βάλεις
squeezed.
Ναι.
Use this iron piece. So after you do this, on the wet to the one side, you remove the piece of clay. You leave the other side. You make also the other piece, so you have 1, 2, and 3 in the back. So after you do that, you remove it, you open it, and the inside, the first clay model you have, it's been destroyed because it's clay and this is strong. And when it's coming out,
Yeah, you finish with it.
it would be
Throw it away, you do another one. And what you're left
Then-
with this.
left with it
Μένεις με τούτο. You're left with this.
that you can use to make replicas. So when I will finish this demonstration and I will open it, you will see the negative clearly, and maybe you will understand it more because this will look that it's like the first one because it's raw clay and it's so if you push down this way, the first clay I'm using, it's red clay, this kind, and it's much cheaper. It's a local clay, and this one, it's import from Spain. It has salmon inside.
Εσύ.
Salmon. It's like a sand. and it has it's all like a cooked clay broken into small pieces.
Good one.
Yes, and this is cooked.
You see, this is
This is clay.
clay. When it's cooked,
Yeah,
you have this.
it's the Spanish one.
Yes.
Here. Very cool. Here also.
How many times have you used?
Many times. It depends on the kind of clay that you're putting in. If your clay it's soft and doesn't have much sound inside, it's okay. If you have a detailed thing with plaster and you're using a very strong clay with big pieces of sound, it will start scratching with the scratches. So you have to take it on.
And also remember, clay is the best material for copying. You know, if you put your fingerprint,
What they say, well.
that's why clay's been here for thousands of years as a technique. It's the best that you can make to mold and to create. If you press here a fabric, it will come exactly. You see, it has to come a little bit more out.
Okay.
Why do you think so?
Bueno, me
Γιατί πρέπει να βγει πιο έξω. Έλα, Ανδρέα μου, έλα μέσα.
Era para una nota.
Because it's going to shrink. No.
This
Because it will shrink.
this piece, it will come together, and I will heat it
to seal the edges.
see, just push each other.
See, if you put it exactly there, αν ήταν ακριβώς τα μένα, δεν θα κολλήσει το ένα με το άλλο κομμάτι. Λίγο παραπάνω να πιεστεί και να κολλήσει. See? So these are little secrets of the trade.
And to make it more important is not to be small, it's to be the same thickness. If I have a biggest mold, like I have
ίδιο
a,
πάθος πρέπει να αν το ίδιο βάθος.
like sometimes I have different big pieces of sculpture. I make a small iron. It's like a zigzag, like a Z, like this or like this. So I will push it in and measure how big. So it's 1 centimeter. Αν δεν είναι ισόπαπος, μπορεί να μαζέψει παραπάνω σε μια πλευρά, να στραβώσει να κάνει έτσι. If it's not the same thickness, it will start turning on. It happened to me once in the school, and I made a head of a girl, and I made her straight. And when I guessed it was good, it was turned. So what happened? You make it thinner in the outside, so it shrunk. Επίσης, προσέχω τα με κάτω στην τα σημεία να το κάνω πιο χοντρό. I make the pieces down more to the edge that is going to stand. I make it thicker, so when I open the piece, the mold, it won't fall from the neck. So I'm trying to make the neck and stronger and thicker. So you can see now. I'm just
I know that's already set out. About Janet.
now I'm using this tool.
Look, why this? Why scratching?
To give sticks to your brother. And I want to give a sorry.
Look. Just the clay with
And yet,
water.
police.
Clay with water. Σκόνη μπιού με νερό και είναι πάρα πολύ εύκολο να το πρώτο.
Λέω μήπως και βάλεις κανένα μόνο μέσα.
They never doesn't have to do or something. Nothing. Never. A clay is a bonding. Fantastic bonding.
Come ένα μοντέλο για μένα.
Everybody
Ξέρω. Τώρα να δούμε, ναι.
take these pieces. I should probably put it in the same.
Ποιο μοντέλο κάνω. Το τσατίες είναι
Man.
Now,
The magic moment.
okay.
Che vuole questo weekend.
That's why you make this like that. Αυτό το κάνεις με εκδοχές. Εξοχές. Ήταν αυτό που εξοχή, εξοχή είναι δια...
Εδώ γράφεται με κάποια πολλά θυμίζει μου. Τώρα θυμίζει μου που πήγαμε στη Σαντορίνη. Πήγαμε στο Μουσείο του Μαρμάρου. Με αυτά όλα που κάνουμε στην Τύρο, ναι, στην Τύρο, στην του Μαρμάρου. Στον Πύρο. Και θυμίζει μου τώρα αυτά. Σε κάμπα και πήγε και ο Παναγιώτης και Παναγιώτης και κάποια πράγματα. Ναι, καλό και δεν θα κάνουμε το μαρμαρίντερ
You cannot do it just with your hand. Θέλεις να πιεστεί, να press. Well, now, here that I can't push with my hand, I just push the little ball. And I will enforce it at dynamo. Μπορούμε να ασχολήσουμε τα παράδειγμα με τούτο. Μπορώ να κάνω λίγο έτσι. Έτσι. See, I can push it and try to find the edge here. Imagine that it's there. And I'm doing this. So, what is the connections? How do you say sync? That's better.
Πώς είναι να τηλιάστε πρόσωπο Παναγιώτη.
It doesn't, you don't leave it to dry. Δεν τα αφήνουμε τα στέλνουμε.
Στο πήρε.
No, otherwise,
Αλλά άμα είναι
It
στην
won't
πρόσωπο
come out.
αυτή.
it will not come up. You see, this is
The role of the plaster.
ο ρόλος
Δεν τα
του
φτιάχνουμε.
Να μην είναι στο καλούβι.
Παιδιά, ακούστε, ο ρόλος του γύψου είναι να απορροφήσει την υδρασία από το βιτό.
So now I'm going to open.
Υπάρχει μηχανοποιημένη διαδικασία που θα γίνει mass production.
Redo it a little bit here. Very cool. Here also.
έχω απορροφά το νερό, γιατί πώς ο γύψος, γι' αυτό γίνεται με γύψος, για να μην κολλά.
Γύψος του δώσαμε γύψος που χρησιμοποιήσαμε και εμείς την άλλη φορά για τα γαλματάκια.
Για μύρο, ποιο
Όχι,
όχι, σε πυρό που
Διονύτης είναι διαφορετικό
Τσίλιος,
που κάναμε τα γαλματάκια. Είναι η
Η διαμοιότητα που χρησιμοποιείς και για το σκοπό.
Έτσι αμέσως τι θέλεις.
It doesn't work, you know, it doesn't matter someone.
Μπορεί να γίνει και αστείο, γιατί ο ίδιος.
Oh, come and look, have a look.
Revelation.
Now imagine this will be my first model. And I already made the two pieces. Then I have to brush this with clay and start putting plaster to make the mold. It's exactly like this when I was doing. So, see now? Another piece. So, before I remove it, I'm usually fixing it because I want to get it. So, you see when I didn't push well here, I just put a little bit of water.
Redo it a little bit here. Very cool. Here also.
Μπορεί να μου γεμάτα με λιχτάτο οτέρ. Δεν είναι αυτό που το original.
Αυτό το κάνω, γι' αυτό είναι σημαντικό.
Γίνεται
Το σημαντικό.
Oh boy.
Τέλειο.
Εσάς όμως λίγο προς αριστερά.
Oh, it's it's bent. Everybody says this that it's bent. What's wrong with it? But I made it this way. Εγώ το έκανα έτσι ζαβό.
Dicevo τώρα.
Tutto per la scommessa.
Γιατί το κάνω εγώ.
Για να έχει κίνηση.
Α,
Fashion.
Fashion. Time to mix it. Then I will leave it to dry. Να μείνει τουλάχιστον 4 με 5 μέρες το καλοκαίρι και πάνω από μια εβδομάδα πεθού. To to be dry, you have to leave it 3 days in the summer, in Cyprus summer. And in winter, around a week, maybe you can put it afterwards in as a in chill to be cooked in 300 degrees for 6 hours first before it's cooked. Time in 1,470.
Visto che posso farlo?
Ma vabbè,
Non si prova.
ούτως άλλως έχεις ευκαιρία να το διορθώσεις.
Ναι.
τίποτε, σκεφτείτε. Μπορεί να...
You have the opportunity now for this to be fixed. Απορίες?